Welcome back, guys. So today's video I'm going to tell you how I film multiple videos in a day, also known as batch creating. I'm so excited to bring you this video because so many people have requested for this, and I hope this comes very handy. I'm going to be telling you whilst I do my makeup, so make sure you do stick with me and ask me any question at the end of the day. Okay, it's important to mention that we have one visitor in the house. Hello everybody. It's paining me, like, guys, it's paining me. You already know I'm a beauty content creator, so everything I'm going to say is going to be in the light of beauty, but most of the tips I'm going to share is like most of them are applicable to other niches. So all you have to do is to just be a little more creative and then step out of the box and use these tips to create how you're going to plan your content. Okay, so before you create the content, you have ideas on what you are going to create. So I'm going to start with ideas, how I get ideas to film. Because I'm a beauty creator, most of the time everything that I film is like my lifestyle. It looks like it's my lifestyle. Okay, so makeup is a lifestyle, hairdo is a lifestyle, skincare is a lifestyle, you know. So fortunately, it makes it a little easier for me to get ideas. But what makes me really capture those ideas is to capture them in a content book. I have a separate book that I have specially reserved for content creation. This is my book. So on a regular day, as I browse and I watch other people's videos and I read comments from my page, I get ideas on what next to film. So I capture all those ideas in my content book and I save them. So I just drop them randomly. I don't necessarily write it in a way that I'm going to film. I just write them randomly and throw the ideas in there. I used to create my ideas on an app, but eventually I realized that writing really helps me to capture those ideas and save them until when I want to film. So if you don't like writing, I would say that you can test the app. It's called Asana or Trello. You can use Asana app or Trello app to organize your ideas, and you can test those and then see if you'll be conversant with them and you'll be able to remember what you really want to do. But eventually I realized that, like I said, the writing really helps me better than capturing them on my phone. So once I dump all my ideas in the book and I'm ready to film, I just try to match the ones that are related to each other, the ones that I'll be able to film everything seamlessly all at once. So for example, if I threw in an idea of how to do my waxing, I would have to prep my waxing pot before I use it. I would have to clean my waxing pot before I use it. And I also have to prepare the spatula. I have to get my gloves. I have to get my powder. So everything that I'll be able to shoot differently, I'm going to group them together with the overall goal of waxing. Do you understand? And then for the ones that are not related, I also group them separately for next time when I'm going to film them. And then still on grouping related videos at one side and then filming them at the same time. So many videos can be filmed around a particular concept at a time. So the waxing example is one. And then when I'm doing makeup, so many people would ask you how to do your eyebrows, how to do your eyeshadow, how to apply foundation, how to even know your foundation match, how to blend, what particular brushes are supposed to be used for what application. So some of these concepts can be filmed together and they can be filmed separately so that you have different content. If I am doing a sew-in hairstyle, I would have to do cornrows before I do the sew-in. And at the back of my head, I know definitely somebody would ask me, how did I do the cornrow? Teach me how to do cornrow. So I would film how to do the cornrows separately. And then I'd also film how to sew in the wig on my hair with thread and needle. And then after sewing, I would also show different ways of styling the hairstyle. So with one particular sew-in video, I have a cornrow, I have how to use the thread and needle to sew it on your hair, and then I have different hairstyles that you can do with that sew-in hairstyle that I do. And even with the different hairstyles, if you are going to do short videos, especially on TikTok or Instagram, all you have to do is to break the tutorial for each hairstyle. So I normally have about 3 different styles that you can have for one particular hairstyle. So I've tried to film the tutorial for each of the 3, and somebody would ask, show me how you did the first style, show me how you did the second style, show me how you did the third style. So you know, all the 3 styles would have 3 different content. So that is how you'll be able to have so many ideas when it comes to filming some of these things. Apart from these, I also watch other content creators within my niche to have ideas, okay, to get ideas and inspiration for my next filming. And then I also save comments that people have asked. So for example, when I post a particular video and I see somebody ask a question, if the question demands a tutorial that I can easily do or that is within my plan and I have resources for it, I save that particular comment and then I reserve it for future use. I reserve it for when I would be ready to film that content. So many people ask a lot of questions, like a whole lot of questions. If you take your time and go through your video comments under each particular post, you would see people asking questions. Unless you are not teaching anything. If you are teaching something on your page and you post a video, people ask questions about how you did something in the video. So I'll say that engage your audience for them to be confident and have a free spirit to ask you questions. Okay, so sometimes I see that so many content creators do not respond to a lot of comments, especially when it comes to something that they did to achieve something in the video. Do you understand? So you have to engage your audience to feel free to ask you a lot of questions. That is how you'll be able to address their needs. After all, they are the reason you are there. If nobody is the reason you're on social media, then I don't know why you're there. I'm sorry, why are you there? You are there for the people. You are there to show people what you can do, your skills, and how you can help them achieve certain things. So when they ask you certain questions, you should be able to answer them as much as you have the resources to produce that particular video. So I save them in my favorites, and then I write them in my content book, and then I wait until I have the resources to film that particular video. Do you understand? So now that I have my ideas and grouped all of them together, then I prepare for the filming day. I film every Saturday. I don't film during weekdays because I work 9 to 5 and I don't have the luxury of filming every blessed day. So I film just on weekends. So 90% of the times I film from Friday evening. So after work around like 10 p.m. I start filming. It's crazy. I mean, it took me a while before I got to this point. So I would say that really take your time, just do things at your own pace, and as you advance, you'll be able to identify your strengths, like what you can do best at what particular time, okay, and how long you can sit for. And it all depends on what you have planned to film. So that's why the planning is very, very important. How you are going to film, like the grouping and the consistency of what you are going to film is very, very important, because if you know you have a lot of things to film at a time, you don't waste time, because as soon as you sit down, you know from after here, this is what I'm going to do. After here, this is what I'm going to do. After here, this is what I'm going to do. So when I'm filming each content, I try to change dresses. It's tough. I don't have a lot of dresses, but I try to mix them, because I post every blessed day. You are likely to see about 2 or 3 different clothing in 1 week of my posting, especially on TikTok. So what I do is, when I use a particular clothing to film this week, so for example, I'm using this to film this makeup and the talking that I'm doing with you. When I'm done, I'm going to film another TikTok video. I will take the cloth out, or I'm going to do maybe a transition or a trend. Maybe I'm going to dance with a particular song. I may still wear this attire. It's not really necessary to be changing dresses, but sometimes it helps so that the page doesn't become boring. Imagine you watch a particular content today, and then the next day is a different content but the same attire. You may get the value out of the content, all right, but changing it brings a certain, like, it adds a certain spice to the video. Do you understand? So you can get about 3 different dresses for the week that you're going to post, and then use it to film about 5 different videos or 6 different videos. If I use 3 different dresses to film this week, I'm going to repeat the same dresses maybe the following 2 or 4 weeks, and people would notice that it's the usual dress that you wear, which is fine because that's what you have. So I mean, that's what I have. I can't be buying a lot of clothing for filming different videos every day. And personally, it has worked for me so far. I think once your audience is getting the value from the content, they don't really mind what you wear. Just that you just want to add some spices to the video to make it like more versatile. You understand? The only thing I don't change is my makeup, because honey, who has time to clean makeup and redo another makeup every video? I don't have the capacity to do like different makeup looks for the different videos that I film. Maybe I'll change my lip color or maybe my eye color. It's rare. It's rare. I rarely change my makeup. If I do a makeup, so now that I'm talking to you, if I'm going to do a transition video, I would have recorded the before and then I'll add the after. The same makeup. I'm going to talk about something in my TikTok video. It's the same makeup that I'm going to talk about, but I'll wear a different attire so that it appears more like it's a different video, but it will be the same context. Like as I'm sitting here, it will be the same context. So I rarely change my makeup when I'm doing multiple videos, and it has worked for me so far. I think I'm doing well. Am I not? Of course. And then equipment I use to film. Oh my god, this is such a hard topic for me to treat because I know most of you have asked, and initially I really wanted to film that. But guys, I've thought about it so many times. You know, I don't have maximum security. I really don't have maximum security. So I'm kind of reserved a little, not because I want to gatekeep, but because I want to like prevent any issues of thievery. You understand? I want to prevent that. As much as possible, I will not be able to control who is watching me and the plans somebody would have for me, but I'll be able to control some of these things, what I share. And equipment sharing is one of the things that has really kept me a little bit aback from sharing with you guys. And I really hope you guys understand. Maybe when I eventually have a very good security system in place, then I can feel free to share. But until then, I'm sorry. But a few of you have reached out to me on Instagram to ask me what equipment I use. And I've shared it with them, you know. I've shared it with them. I first of all check their accounts and then really see how genuine they are and what content they are creating so that I know that they genuinely need to know. If you are just a random person asking me what equipment I use, I won't be able to answer you. So if you really want me to share them with you, chat me on Instagram. I'm going to check your account out and I'm going to share with you. Like so many people can testify. I've really shared with so many people who genuinely need to know. So, yeah, I think that is the best I can do for now until I get a proper security systems like a giant wall, CCTV cameras around. I have a whole security at my gate. You know what I'm saying? I'm going for rehearsal, so I had to rush quickly and then get it done. Okay, so basically this is how I plan and film all my content at a go. So just to summarize, have a content book. Okay, have a content book and then throw in all your ideas, or you can have an app and throw in all your ideas. And when you throw the ideas, make sure that you arrange them in such a way that one content relates to each other. If they don't relate to each other, separate them and script them separately for filming. And remember that around a particular topic, you can film so many related topics around that. So if you are a beauty creator like myself and you're filming a hair video, after the hair content, do how you can style the hair differently. Whatever that you do around it that you think people would likely ask you, do that, okay? And put yourself in the shoes of your audience as if you are watching them, and then ask yourself questions. And that is how you can come up with so many ideas and so many content at a time. And then when you are going to film, make sure that you are filming at your own pace. If you don't have the capacity to sit for a long time and film, do it in bits, and gradually you are going to pick up and be able to have that capacity to do a lot of things at the same time. Okay, take inspiration from other creators. Remember, nobody is an island. Just try your best and then do it genuinely. Do yours uniquely, okay, so that it doesn't appear as if you are copying somebody else. We copy from each other, but then you do it to suit your personality, to suit how you'd want to be like, how you'd want to sound like, how you'd want a video to look like you understand? So copy somebody, but then copy it in your own style. Be creative around the idea and then do it your own way, okay? And if you have to give credit to a particular creator for an idea that you learn from the person, give them credit, okay? Give them credit, because it's so hard to come up with an original idea and somebody ends up copying it totally without being credited for. So if you learn something new and you learned this from a particular creator, give them the credit and give them a shout out, and that is how we are going to support each other. I do it all the time, because I'm not an island. And then engage your audience, engage them, make them understand that you are free. I mean, be free with them and have fun with them. That is how they'll be confident to ask you questions. That's how they'll come to your DMs and ask you questions. I mean, you may not be able to attend to everyone at a time, but as much as possible, engage with them so that you can build a family together, and you are going to get ideas from that as well. And don't worry about dresses and all of that. You are going to pick up. If money starts coming, you are going to buy a lot of dresses. So with all your 5 dresses or 10 dresses, reshuffle them. I mean, change them, alternate them, you understand, and mix them up. Okay, for equipment, if you don't have the resources to buy big gadgets, expensive gadgets, start with your phone. I started with my phone. I started with my Android. This is it. It's basically in this device that I'm using it to record. I mean, you can see it from here. So use your phone. I've been using this phone for the past 3 years now, almost 4 years. And it has really served me well. You can check my previous videos. Don't worry at all. Do not rush. If you start getting resources, I mean, in terms of money, then you can go ahead and buy the big equipment. Okay, and feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. If I check your account and I see that you are genuine, I'll respond to you, especially with the equipment that I use. I'm definitely going to respond to you, but I'm not going to take a picture and show you. Okay, but I'm going to tell you so that you do your research and buy the equipment. You understand? And the last thing that I'm going to leave with you is that take it easy on yourself. Do not compare yourself to anybody. You are your own competition. As much as we are learning from each other and we all want to move ahead in life, remember that you are your own competition. You are proving things to yourself that you can do things, okay? And you are also going to make yourself proud. Above all things, be happy with the things you do and do it with joy and fun. And that is how you are going to enjoy sitting for even long hours to film the content that you'll be filming. So that is what I'm going to leave with you. I hope this has been helpful. Let me know what you want me to talk about, because your dear is here to serve you. Okay, so let me know what you want me to talk about next time, and I'm definitely going to talk about it. If you haven't subscribed already, I am sorry. Why are you here? Like, what are you doing? Please subscribe, like my video, give me a thumbs up, and follow me on TikTok and Instagram. It's a whole world on my Instagram and TikTok, so you don't want to miss my videos on there as well. I'm going to see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and do take care of yourself, okay? Bye bye.